Now, the Bulls will be looking to prevent their losing streak against the Stormers from reaching 8 games at a sold-out Loftus this evening. The two rugby powerhouses will clash in their second North-South derby at the United Rugby Championship, with the Stormers winning the last encounter in Cape Town 26-20 in December. Bulls Director of Rugby Jake White has sprung a few surprises with his team selection in, and is anticipating a scintillating game of rugby. With that, let's take you to Loftus Versfeld, where Yolulwe Qoshe is standing by to build up to the game. Yolulwe, a great game in anticipation. We understand a sold-out affair. What can we expect a little bit later?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Kwena, as well as to the viewers at home. Of course, we are at Loftus Versfeld Stadium, as you said, for that sold-out affair, a North-South derby between the hosts, the Bulls, who will be taking on the visitors from Cape Town, the Stormers, of course. They'll be hoping to come here at Loftus to do another victory over their hosts, which would make it 8 victories in a row. But of course, the hosts will be looking to arrest that particular slump. And well, we know that maybe when a team has something over you over and over again, you might have a mental effect on a particular squad, and it might affect the way that you train. But Kwena, luckily, I was able to catch a bull on the loose who's going to be able to give us some insights from how they've been training. And I'm pleased to say joining me now is Bulls loose forward Phumzile Maqondwana. Phumzile, thank you so much for your time. Let's speak about how the week has been for you in terms of training. Of course, we know about the streak. Has that been weighing heavily on the guys in the camp? How have you guys been approaching this game?
Yeah, no, look, it really has been a great week of training. I think having the extra week as well last week to better prepare has definitely been advantageous, for us. Yeah, no, look, more than anything, that whole thing of the streak and how many times they've beaten us, we've put that all behind us, because most importantly, they're just another team that we have to beat, and that's really just been the focus, the team that we have to beat, and everything has been all hands on deck in terms of getting at what we need to do for this game.
And you speak about focus. What has been the focus in training from you guys? What are the areas that you've been looking to get better in order to prepare yourselves better for this particular game here at Loftus?
Without a doubt, I think the first thing would be set piece. We definitely know that if we get a one up on them on the set piece, it would definitely be good for us. So the focus area since last week already, we mauled like crazy, we scrammed like crazy, so we have a big focus area on that. And of course just ensuring that our error rate is quite low, because we know they've got a lot of players that can make something out of nothing, so we definitely want to limit turnovers.
And then just speaking on the Stormer side, why do you think they've been able to get one over you guys for so long? Is there a particular section or criteria that they have that you guys are lacking?
I wish I could pin out one specific thing, but at the end of the day, it's just been one of those matches where on the day they've just been better than us. And of course, in the past, I can definitely say the mental side of it definitely got to us, but I think we've shaken all that off. It really is just another game, and I'm excited to see what we're going to bring out in terms of all that we've prepared as well.
A full house here at Loftus, sold out, I believe it's for the first time since 2012. I read that somewhere as well, coming to this particular stadium. As players, do you guys relish that occasion, or does it come with that extra pressure and jitters coming into such a huge occasion with so many people watching you guys?
It's a double-edged sword. You know that you really want them to be there, and it means a lot for them to come here, to people to take out their time, take out their money to be here. But on the one hand, of course, you know that you don't want to have so many people going home disappointed. But more than anything, we are very appreciative of so many people coming to watch, and we definitely will make sure that we leave it all out in the field.
One of the changes that Jake White has made for this particular encounter has put in Reynard Ludwig into the number 7 jumper, a position that you know very well. What do you think Reynard Ludwig brings to this team, and what qualities do you think are needed for that number 7 jumper as a person that plays there for so many games?
Now, Piston has been amazing. If you look at his games this season, he's been amazing in terms of work rate, in terms of the tackles he's been making, and of course he's an excellent liner jumper, which are all the attributes of course that are important for number 7. One of his best attributes more than anything is his work rate. He is absolutely everywhere, and that's exactly what we want from any loose forward. So he definitely will bring that element, and of course being a good line-out option as well. It will definitely be interesting to see him, of course, how he interlinks with the backs, because he's obviously used to playing a bit tighter. So today we're definitely excited to see him in the wider channels.
Another aspect that Jake White is excited about are the experienced options on the bench, the likes of the Nizam Cars, Villileroux, should you need that extra impetus to either close off a game or chase a game. How important is that for players to look over your shoulders and see so many experienced campaigners that can come in and influence the game, especially in the hard times in the game when the pressure is on?
Having guys like that it really is amazing, especially when it really gets tough. The composure that those guys have, because they've been there, they've done that, it's really something that is of great value to us. And of course, they've had long careers and really successful careers for a reason. So of course having them in our squad, whether on the bench or starting, it's something that it only motivates us as well as those around them as well.
And it's just lastly, I know you've just recently picked up an injury. What's the cause of the injury? What is the injury, and how far are you from coming back to action?
It's just a minor injury I sustained during training last week near my ankle synostosis area. Nothing too heavy. Should be back in about 2 to 3 weeks. Just got to rest it up, and it should be fine. Should be good.
Hey, you guys have some sophisticated injury names there. I don't try to catch that word, but I'm going to leave it to you and the doctors. But Phumzile, thank you so much for your time. I don't want to ask you about the prediction. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything like that. We appreciate your time and your insight from inside the camp, and good luck with the injury and the recovery.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, that was, of course, Phumzile Maqondwana, who is a loose forward for the Bulls, just giving us an insight about what's been happening in the camp, speaking about what they've been doing in terms of processes that they've been looking to take care of in order to arrest this slump of 7 defeats from the Stormers. They are trying here at a full-packed Loftus Stadium to arrest that particular slump and finally get one over their visitors. Back to you, Studio Kwena.